Have you played countless hours of Helldivers 2 and still find yourself dying often? Then this video is for you. Even if you got the basics down, there's always room for improvement, which is exactly what this video would cover. This video has 4 points: shifting your mindset, being reflective, using the community, and being intentional. Firstly, for rapid improvement, you need to shift your mindset from blaming others to holding yourself accountable. Most players instinctively blame something or someone. It's a natural human tendency to do so. For example, you die and your first thoughts are, predator bugs are broken, or why did they throw mines there? The problem with this is that you never hold yourself accountable. Instead of complaining about what you can't control, you could focus on what you can control, like your positioning, awareness, and mechanics. Whenever you die, ask yourself, what could I have done differently? This shift in mindset not only makes the game more fun, but also more rewarding. Secondly, start reflecting more on your gameplay. This is probably the hardest to implement because it requires a lot of effort, but this may be the best way to learn outside the game itself. There are a few ways to go on about it, but I recommend recording your own gameplay and analyzing yourself, which I will break down into 4 steps. Step 1. Download a free recording software like OBS. Step 2. Record your gameplay session. Don't watch the whole thing as it's inefficient and can be really boring. Step 3. Skip through the footage and find the moments where you died or made key mistakes. Watch the 1 to 5 minutes leading up to each mistake or death. Step 4. Analyze those moments based on the knowledge you had at the time, not when you had learned it after. Start asking critical questions based on criteria such as positioning, movement, timing, mechanics, and game sense. Ask yourself things like, was this action necessary? Could I have rotated a different way? How did I get surrounded? This way, you can be more cognizant of your own decision making and be more intentional in your gameplay. Thirdly, start exploring more resources on Helldivers 2. YouTube is a good resource, but it's not the only resource and can often have unexplored topics such as base layouts for the enemy factions. Use the Helldivers wiki or Blitzdivers wiki for base layouts. You could also ask for help from the community or play with people more experienced than you through platforms such as Reddit and Discord. Personally, I joined a Discord server called the Nomads, which is a competitive-oriented community. I got help when I was attempting my solo deathless super hell dive for Illuminates. I received a lot of insightful knowledge on the game from them. For example, detection range and vision cone angle of enemies, and also stratagems that work or don't work against certain enemies. Even though the fastest way to gain experience is to play the game yourself, you can learn from other people's mistakes instead of repeating the mistakes they already made. Fourthly, and most importantly, be intentional with the decisions you make in-game. You can do it even before the mission begins, like picking a loadout. Speaking of loadouts, don't just blindly copy meta loadouts. Understand why each stratagem, armor, and equipment is picked. Look at each of their roles, where they perform well and don't, and their synergy with the rest of the loadout. One brief example are sentries, which are good for cover fire and as a distraction, but can get overwhelmed easily if you don't watch out for them. During the mission, you must first be aware of your decisions before you can be intentional in your actions. You can start with something simple like For one match, you'll focus your attention to one aspect of gameplay, like positioning. Similar to what I mentioned in part 2, question your decisions, and on top of that, keep track of what you are good and bad at for that particular aspect of gameplay. This way, you can spot patterns in your decisions and know what you should work on. To actually improve using these points, you have to implement these in your gameplay and adapt them to fit your needs and your playstyle. I hope this video will help you with improving quickly in Helldivers 2.